Hey y'all, happy what's today? Friday. I don't even know what today is. Today has been a doozy of a day for me. But I was going to cancel originally, but I think that I need a little bit of craft therapy. And so we're gonna have a little bit of bling therapy tonight. Because I just want to do something that's gonna be relaxing for me. So I'm gonna make a shirt or maybe two. Um, I think maybe two shirts I'll make with you guys and hang out with you guys for a little bit. But thank you guys so much for being here. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Patrice. This is Craftable Things, and I like to do various crafts, whether it's with a cutter, a craft cutter, using the Cricut, solos, or Romeo, Caesar Romeo. I also like to do sublimation, and I like to do DTF. And I have been so busy. I do have my replacement parts for my DTF printer. Um, so if I don't go to bed early, like when we get off, I might try to play around with it. If not, I'll worry about it. I'll have to do it next week. And then I also do embroidery. Um, and what else do I do, y'all? I do a lot of bling. I have a UV DTF that I work with. Um, and I like to do laser cutting. But hey, everybody, welcome in. What y'all up to tonight? Thank you for being here. I don't even know what I got going on. I will let you guys know Taylor graduated yesterday. If you want to hear a recap of graduation, check out my other channel, Patrice L. I do have more graduation information. So I do have some graduation information over there. And yeah, so I'll probably share my doozy of the day why I don't really feel like doing much tonight. I'll probably share that with you guys over on Patrice L on Sunday. But I don't really want to, I kind of don't really like to talk about too much personal stuff over here on this channel. So check out Patrice L on Sunday when we're talking about our weekly goals. But hey, everybody, let me know what you guys are up to. Let me see who's here. Tonight, we're going to be linking out possibly two designs. I have two black shirts because that's what I want to do. But this one is an old design that I have, but I've never blinged it out. It's an SF6 design, and it just says, is it upside down? It just says one comfy chick. I have one crafty chick, I have one love chick, and this one is one comfy chick because one time Delonda called me one comfy chick. And I actually made a template that said it, but I never brushed it in. It's not on my site. I did cut it out, and this is SF6. And then I also have, y'all let me know. I can't remember. I'm like so off today. I also have this one. You guys know that on Saturdays we have So Good Weekends, Delonda and we make or we do a sewing project with you guys. And so I created a digitized file that says a God's favorite, but I also made it into bling as well. So I don't think I actually blinged it out on live. I don't think I did. So that's why I have it here to do it. If I did, let me know if I did it. I don't remember. But hey, everybody, I'm trying to get some positive vibes going on. If you guys see, I have tons of flock being put out. Both machines are still going. If you were here yesterday, y'all saw those machines going. They're still going. So for this month, and what I'm doing with those, with that flock, those are for the bling boxes. There's maybe like 98 bling boxers or blingers, bling boxers, blingers. I don't know. There's like 100 blingers who participate in the bling boxes, and so I'm cutting out templates for the bling boxes. so I can't stop working. So those are gonna have to be going while we are here. But let me see who's here. Let's see. Hey, D Smith. D Smith was one of the first ones here. Hey, D Smith, welcome in. Hey, Karen D. Hey, Felicia, welcome. Hey, Bear Bear. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Miss Gail. Hey, Renee. I want to see what you guys are working on tonight. Let me know. Can you guys believe it's been 3 months? Like this weekend, about 3 months since I've had and enjoyed a sweet tea. Now, my student did bring me that one sweet tea, but I didn't drink it all like I did. I drank a little bit of it, but I don't necessarily miss it. Hey, Miss Mary Brown. Hey, Beverly Smith, and to all of the YouTube channel members, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. Hey, Josie. Yes, thank you, Josie. Please remember, if you enjoy this content, please remember to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you enjoyed this video tonight, please hit the thumbs up. I definitely appreciate it. That also helps content creators when you like the video, when it's live, or when you're commenting in the comments. I know we have our people in the bushes. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody in the bushes. But when you like it, you don't have to come in and say anything. But when you like the videos, it does help to push the content out more. And it does actually help the content creator. Okay, so I do appreciate you guys for that. Just know that this is a live video. This is not a structured tutorial. So please don't expect me to be, going over every single detail. I do have videos that will help you out if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking to make a bling shirt, I do have videos dedicated for that. Just thought I'd give out that disclaimer. I'm in my disclaiming era. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Callie Trish. Hey, everybody. I'm about to start scrolling down. Hey, LaShawn, Tamika, Miss Nene. Hey, Angel Boo. Angel Boo, so the 6 is a go for us. So let me know if that's going to be good. So, but the 6 is a go. I can be there for the 6. Like, I think everybody can be there for the 6, I think. All right, y'all. I'm scrolling down. Did y'all see Delonda found a house for me in Houston? She did. She found a house for me. Y'all, I'm scrolling all the way down. Hey, Miss Miranda. I'm scrolling down because I'm already behind. I'm going to add this over to the chat. I'm just trying to get myself together. Thanks, everybody, for the congratulations. Hey, Tianda. You have the welcome to Texas, Miss Gail. Thanks, Dempsey Boo. You need it for... Okay, I got you. I know let me just let you guys know. Okay, I did talk about So Good Saturday, right? So tomorrow night, I started talking about it. I'm kind of a little bit spaced out. So tomorrow night, we will be on for So Good Weekend. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we are going to be working with Applique. But this time, we're going to incorporate our cutter with it. So I think we're going to use, we're definitely going to use a Cricut cutter to do it. And we might also use the Romeo. That's if Romeo is not still busy. Okay? So that's the plan. And we're going to be showing you guys how to do that. So come prepared to learn. If you're interested in embroidery and applique, or if you're just getting started with embroidery, just come because we will be talking about various topics, okay? So please don't forget tomorrow night. It's going to be over here on my channel tomorrow. And then I think on the 1st, I don't have my calendar here, on the first, so the following weekend, next weekend, which is going to be our 5th week. And I know we promised you guys after the 5th episode, where if you've been there all those times after that episode, you'll be able to get the So Good file, the So Good embroidery file. It's in yours. It's you're not getting anything else except the embroidery file. So it won't be like the SVG, it won't be the bling. It's only the embroidery file. And the reason why is because So Good is dedicated to embroidery. Okay, so it will be the embroidery file. The rest of the So Good, we're not making any money off of the files or anything like that, but it does take time to create that stuff. It does take us quite a bit of time to create it. So it's just going to be the embroidery file. Okay, and I will try to make sure that it's a few different sizes for the different size machines, but it's just strictly embroidery. So we're gonna do that after that. But next weekend we may skip So Good. We are going to skip So Good weekend next weekend because we have other obligations next weekend. So, but we will try to leave like a little leave behind with you guys. Okay. Just want to let you guys know that. But definitely check us out. I'm scrolling down. I'm gonna go ahead and add the screen. I'm gonna probably read most of the chat a little bit later because. But hey, everybody, it's a lot of y'all here already in this chat. I appreciate you guys so much. I can. Let's see. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna add this on. Oh, I hope you guys can see that. Let me see if I missed something. Stacy, you're absolutely correct. If you want some laughs, if you want to have a good time, and you don't know a thing about embroidery, still come and you will enjoy. I appreciate that, Stacy, so much because it does take time to do what we do, and it's for me. It's just about us getting together. I hate to think that people only come to our lives or our things because we're going to give away something for free. So please definitely come by. Even if you don't do embroidery, we would love to have you there. So, and I'm pretty sure it's something that you'll learn. You never know when you might want to get into embroidery. So thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Zawanda. Tianda, I did not. Hey, Vera, I did not. I did not. The curl just dropped, and I'm not. I don't have time to curl it. Like, but thank you, Tianda. All right, let's see. Oh, no, she didn't. No, no, you did not. I'm gonna be the one getting tortured. Nobody else but me. It's gonna be me getting tortured. That's it. Aww. All right, so we're gonna get ready to bling this out. And I know it's upside down. So this file, we're gonna go with 2. I'm gonna try to go pretty quick. Well, y'all know what quickly means for me. It's not really quick, but it's gonna be kind of quick. I'm gonna turn on the live on my phone. Oh, Kimberly put out a video. I need to go see Kimberly. Does anybody watch Kimberly? I don't know if I like who is Kimberly. Does anybody watch Kimberly? She put out a video like 7 hours ago, but I was so like not really in a good space. Yeah. All right. So let's see what we're gonna do. I want to see what you guys are working on. What are you guys doing? Hey, Miss Janita. Hey, Donzel. Hey, Miss Sharon Davenport. Miss Ruth. So Stacy, Kimberly she does y'all know I love my true crime. She does true crime. So she put out a video. I don't know what colors I want to do this. I was thinking of being extra or maybe kind of changing the colors, like how I did that one design, but I think I'm just going to do this in one color and then we'll see. I have my stones over here. But yeah, I love magenta. I love this magenta. It's so pretty. I haven't turned yet. I've been watching Stephanie. Stephanie, I love Stephanie Harlan, girl. But Kimberly, she does true crime, Stacy. Yeah, and she's preggers, and so she is about to pop at any given moment. I love Kimberly. That reminds me a little bit of the Addams family, though. But I love her. What am I gonna do, guys? Okay, so I need a good color, like as far as like an outline color. There's Crystal Golden. That's Vince's color. Vince loves Crystal Golden. Y'all know I love Silver Crystal. So I think I'm gonna go with Silver Crystal because I just love Silver Crystal. So I did not make you say so what. Hey, Robin Murphy. So Miss Sharon Davenport is doing more sets of that anniversary shirt. I love those anniversary shirts, Miss Sharon. Miss Sharon Davenport. They look amazing. You did a great job. And how many times did you end up watching the video? I don't even know what color. I don't know. I don't know. All right, we're gonna go with Silver Crystal. Silver Crystal is a metalite stone. I'm gonna go with Silver Crystal here. So Silver Crystal is a metalite stone, and it's like Labrador on the outside, and then the inside it is like a crystal. I don't know if y'all could. Oh, you can see that really good. Y'all see them? But this is SS6, so they're very, very tiny. Very, very tiny. So T. Armstrong, which file? The file for when? The So Good file? Is that what you're talking about? Will the So Good file already be digitized? Let's see. I retired after. Hi, Danny. Oh, mom and grad. Nomi, you're busy. You're busy. Thank you, Miss Janita. All right, let's get ready to brush this in. And both machines are still going. I'm happy about that. If you're talking about the So Good file, T. Armstrong, yes, it's already digitized. I will not be giving away the SVG of that file. It's only going to be that one. There's a few reasons why I'm not giving away the SVG. One, it's embroidery that we're doing, and the show is really dedicated to embroidery every weekend. But also, that's our So Good logo, and it's just not something that I want to, like, honestly, ever put the SVG out. People can copy it. Like, if you're gonna copy it, people can copy it. They're not canned, but people, if they want to copy it and they just want to be that person who copies people's things, then that's what they will do. But I don't want to put the file out there because we're just making the digitized one available in case anybody wants to make something. Hey, Tarika, welcome back from vacation. Welcome back. No worries, Stacy. Chantre Woodland, girl. Every time I see that, you had to be in the moment with me when she said it because she had already said it to me before we started doing the trailer. She had already said that it's so what, and I was like, Delonda, it's not so what, it's so good. And then she was like, oh, you're right. That's right. I'm just kidding. Y'all know how Delonda is. She's like, I'm kidding. Soon as the camera starts recording, guess what she says? Because she plays so much. So I'm sitting there like, are you kidding me? Did you really just say that? And then at first, she didn't even realize what she said. It's a mess. Girl, I bet you're going on Carnival. Are you going on Carnival again, Dorita? Pick another cruise line. Like, why don't you pick another cruise line? Like, why do you have to pick Carnival? Pick another one. Because you love Carnival. Doesn't Dempsey love Carnival too? I think Dempsey loves Carnival too. I do not like Carnival. I was talking about cruises with one of my APs, not my AP. With one of my APs today. Him and his wife are going on a cruise, but they're gonna do a Royal Caribbean. And I was like, oh, you're not going on Carnival? He was like, no. So if this is your first time seeing this process, I am making a Bling shirt. And this is a template, okay? And so this is cut with a craft cutter. I cut this out with, I think I used the Caesar Romeo to cut this out. But you can use your Cricut, you can use your Silhouette to cut it. Any craft cutter, for the most part, can cut cloth. I've even cut cloth with the Lockleaf, the HTV Lockleaf. I don't use it because, I don't use that. It's actually taking up space. I need to find out what I want to do with it because it's just taking up unnecessary space. Dempsey says that's good. So Dempsey, we don't have to go to cruise. Yes, so what? So what? And this is our brushing tool, and it's just brushing the stones into place. In case you're new and you're wondering, what is this? What is this chick doing? If you're wondering that, then will help you out. Now, the only thing I don't like are these stones aren't really turning in that well. And I find that with some of the metal lights, they don't all fall into place as well as they should when we're brushing them in. So these will go upside down. And it's because they're flat at the top. But it doesn't happen with all the metal lights. Some of the metal lights can brush in very nicely. So I am just going to put these in. I forgot about this. I wasn't trying to take a long time on this part, but it's okay, y'all. It's okay. We're friends. I appreciate you guys for being here with me. Especially today. Ooh. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Patricia. Hey, you. Ms. Ruth, you like Carnival and Royal Caribbean? Which one is your favorite? Which one do you prefer? And is there a reason why you prefer it? I've been on Carnival, and I don't prefer. I've been on pretty much every cruise line there is. And Carnival is one of my least, except I don't like those day cruises. I do not like those day cruises at all. I don't know if any of you guys have been on a day cruise. We have like in the Bahamas, there's this island called Bling, and they have a day cruise. I think they still have day cruises there. Like you go and you dock there. It doesn't take long to get there from here, from Miami, and then you just dock there. So I'm gonna put some of these in here. So I'm gonna put some of these in here so I can handle it a little better. Royal is your preferred. Okay, Miss Lou. I'm like what you call it? I can't deal with Carnival. I mean, it's not bad, but it's more so like it is a party cruise. So if you're looking to party, that's where you want to go. But the other ones are pretty good too. I told you guys before my favorite cruise line is Disney. I love a Disney cruise. Love a Disney cruise. All right, so if you guys look, I'm just picking up, some of these are flipped over, and so I need to remove them and place them in there correctly. So, and this is a wax pen. It's a wax tool. And so the tip of this is wax. And so that's what picks up the stone so that you can place them whenever this happens. Now, yes, these are necessary. I should put the phone down so I could see it. I don't have to look up. Hey, Miss Billy Roseman. Hey, Jesse. I don't know if you guys probably can see, but I still have a clock dot left in here. And I move it without flipping. There it goes. So I am using my pen reading tool to remove the dots, because guess what? It does a great job picking dots. A great job. Thank you, Judy. Thanks, Kels. That's true. It is a more mature. So even like when you go on Disney, expect that you're gonna get all the family vibes. So those are family. That's like a family cruise. Of course, it's Disney, so you know that's what they really aim to be, the family cruise. But there are a lot of activities for like parents or grandparents, for the adults. There's a lot. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to start the other cut it back in a second. One's still going. Can you guys hear the noise from the cutters? Let me know. This scale, I used a pen. So this is a pen. This is a weeding tool, and so I got this one from 143 Vinyl. It's a pen weeding tool, and so the tip is super sharp. You see the tip? I love this for weeding. It really grabs the vinyl when you're weeding, but I also use it, especially in these situations, to get my flock dots out, because you can like stab it there or jab it or whatever you want to call it, and then you can lift it up. So it's a pen. I think they have some on Amazon. I don't know if it's pens on Amazon, but that one came from 143 Vinyl. And I like these little trays because that way, I think I go faster when it's in the trays, as opposed to me like going over, coming back, going over, coming back. If this takes too long, we're gonna have to change God's favorite for another day. But I'm gonna try to get this done so we can do both. I just needed to come on, hop on here with y'all for a little bit. Talk, relax, and be amongst friends. All right, so the machines are quiet. I'm gonna have to restart it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. So I promised myself, Miss Sharon Davenport, even though I'm on live, I'm going to make sure I get this done because this needs to get done. So this one. Coming, y'all. I just gotta reset the machine so that they can both keep cutting. And also, I gotta reset the machine and also the flop. So how to explain how I do this in a way. 1 second. All right. Mommy. All right, guys. Thank you for your patience. Montgomery. Hey. Hey, Whitney. Ernique and the girls went on a Disney cruise a few weeks ago. Ernique, where did the girls graduate? I know you did your own graduation celebration. They didn't really have a graduation. But what were they graduating from? Kindergarten or pre-K and going to kindergarten? I think they were graduating from kindergarten. Either way, they look super adorbs. You've been over there cracking your butt out with those girls. And let's see. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Ernie put up some pictures of the twins. Ernie has twins and they're so cute. And she put up pictures just showing them in their graduation stuff that she made on Facebook. In the group. Oh, I have some that are double. So far, it's looking pretty decent. From kindergarten. Tell them I said congratulations. Congratulations. All right, so now I'm just going to bring this down because I don't want to lean over too much. Wasn't that so cute, the Mickey ears? That was so cute. So cute. I keep wanting to pick that up and it's not good. That's what I'm going. I should have the phone down here, but I have it up there. So I can't see if you guys are saying something. That's the only thing with these small stones in the middle. Usually, you'll see when I brush in other colors that are not middle lights, you'll see that I won't have to do this. What with this particular, that's double two. I have quite a few that are like stuck together for some odd reason. I think I did. Hey, Miss Starla. Have to keep it down. Oh, was it a stole? The stole that goes around their neck, Miss Gail? Now, Taylor could not decorate her cap. Her school did not allow them to decorate their cap. They couldn't wear any special stoles or anything like that. They did not allow it. And I'm like, oh. Okay, so we're gonna decorate your cap? And she was like, I can't do it. That sucks. I couldn't even find a nice way to say that. Couldn't find a nice way to say it. Yeah. So this design, if you guys are interested in this design, this is SS6. I don't know if I even have this in SS10. I have a few chip designs that I haven't brushed in or even cut out. This one I did have cut out for a few months and I just didn't brush it in. But this one is not on my website. This is SS6. I don't know if I have it in SS10. I would have to check and see. If I have it in SS6. I don't remember making it in SS6, but I might have. I'll just know that and cut it out in SS6. Same thing. Hey, Rachel. Drive safe. Maybe I asked her if she wanted me to like decorate it after the fact, but it kind of takes away from it, you know? Like we wanted to have it decorated for then, but her school was like no. So I did come. I'm like, that's no fun. That's no fun. That's no fun. Right, let's see. Alright, so it's not too bad. I do have one here that I need to put up. Well, it's not too bad. So that's done. Alright, so now I just gotta work on the top part. Mirror there. Hey, the packet lines. And hey, anybody I missed? Sorry if I missed you because I wasn't looking up. But all I'm doing now is removing the stones that are upside down from the O, and I'm going to replace them. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Upside down. So we're going to finish with this part in good timing. I think I asked you guys if you guys can hear the colors, if it was too loud, but I think you guys, somebody said he could, so. All right. I decided to keep removing a few more. So this isn't always a part of it, but with the metal lights, I'm gonna bring it up a little bit closer to see if you guys can see like how the metal lights are. But they're more so very flat at the top. Can you guys tell that they're more flat at the top? So that's what causes it when you're brushing it in. That's what will make them stay upside down, but they're more flat at the top. So that's what happens. Yes. Yeah, when I create it, when I create a template, it's either gonna be the size that I like, which is SS6, or I'm gonna think about everybody else who may see the SS6 design and may want the SS10 design, and then I may do SS10. Now, if it's a design that I'm just creating, like maybe something trendy or a saying, I might just go ahead and create an SS10 design and not worry about an SS6. If it's something that I don't really care to have to wear, or I don't necessarily want to wear it, or it's not something that I like want it for myself. So a lot of designs I do derive from me wanting to make it for me, and then I'll make it available. But I'll also create it in SS10. So what a lot of people don't really realize is that the time that you take to make your SS6 design, and if you want to do it in SS10, you have to start over from the beginning. Like you're gonna have to put in the same amount of work when you do it. So a lot of people don't want to do that. And that's normal because it takes a lot of time and patience. So some people just go and stick with the SS10 stones because, or 10 designs when they're making it, because SS10 is more popular. Like a lot of people like that size stone. It's a little bit bigger. It's not too big. It blinks nicely still. Um, So more people like SS10. A lot of people don't want to work with SS6 because they are super small. So it's up to you of what you design, like what you want. Now sometimes the shape and the letter sizes, like that can make a difference too. I think you just get your designs are just more clear, and with the SS6, but with certain shapes, like slimmer lines and stuff like that, SS6 just works better. But you can totally get it done with SS10 too. That's just gonna take you a little more time. That's the one time where SS10 will take you a little bit more time, depending on the shape of your letters or your part. Right, so we're done with that. We're done with our little one crafty chip. It's looking very nice. Dylan, where are you going? Hi, girl. Oh, it's time. She likes some chicken, probably. It's probably time for chicken. We're gonna pop, do pause every now and then to yes, Miss Cheryl. So generally, what I'll do is I didn't do it this time when I stopped, but I looked at the material just to make sure like nothing was being pulled. But I do. I clean the housing, and so on one of them, on the solo, I just want to get a new housing because what happens with the flock, and this goes for your cricket too. Um, when you're cutting flock, sometimes it will pick up the flock, like the material, and it starts to embed into the housing. Or let's say if you cut through some of the circles, sometimes some of those circles can go into the housing too. And so that can cause a problem when cutting. So I definitely, it's time for me to replace the housing on the solo because I can't dig all of those flock dots out of the housing because the housing opening is so small. So I would suggest, so like this one is cutting 3 pieces of flock. Um, that one cuts 4. The solo is cutting 4, and then I just have all the flock that's running through both. Because for me, it's easier this way. I'm not cutting with the mat. If you guys see it going through a course, those aren't being cut with the mat. Like it's just rolling out. So, all right. So the next thing I need to do is I need to get a piece of KTM mask. And this is KTM mask that I use. I did not bring my scissors. This is KTM mask. And this is transfer tape, but for Hotfix rhinestone. You don't want to use regular transfer tape that you would use with vinyl for your Hotfix project. So this is Hotfix transfer tape. And then I'm just going to cut a piece and we're going to transfer our design. So yeah, with that, it just depends. It really depends on what you like. If I could, every design that I do would be SS6. And honestly, I started out, I don't know if you guys remember, but for those of you who have been here for a while, you guys know that I started out like only wanting to do SS6. And I did it, this is before I even started selling my templates. I did SS6, but then everybody would, when I would push it in, a lot of people, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people would request. I want to make this a little bit bigger. A lot of people would request the design in SS10. And so I started creating more SS10 designs. But you decide what you're gonna do it for. Like, if are you planning on selling? I think I just cut the same size design, y'all. If you're planning, I mean the same size, no, a little bigger. If you're planning on selling your templates, then I would totally say you want to make sure you do SS10 because it is definitely the more popular size. So you will have people who like SS6 too. There's people out there like me. A lot of you guys like SS6 too. So I'm standing up to do this. I don't generally stand up, but I feel a little shaky tonight, so I'm gonna stand up and do it. And I just placed the KTM mask on top. So you guys probably didn't see it because I had it on my leg sitting down, but I placed the transfer tape when I took it off. I placed it on my leg to remove some of the stickiness and the static. Because what happens sometimes is that some of those stones will just jump out of place onto the transfer mask. Awesome, Miss Scale. I love your sister. Tell me that. Hey, Miss Lena. Hey, Evie. Team 10. You know, Team 6. Need to buy some SS6 rhinestones from the baby's booty. Yes, visionary creations. Yes. All right, so here I'm just rubbing this just to make sure that all of the stones are making contact with the KTM mask because I'm going to have to pull them out. All right. So this is how you start the process of making your rhinestone shirt. Once you pull it out, of course, you're pulling it out from the top. So what's going to be exposed is the adhesive. And then we're just going to place that on top of our shirt. So I do have, Jesse, did I have any overlapping stones? Any overlapping stones? And then I'm just pulling that out. I'm going slowly because, of course, I don't want any of those stones popping out of place. So once you have it like this, now is your time to look at the backing and make sure that it's all the way that you want it to be. I think I'm going this way. Like, make sure that there's adhesive on the back of all of these. There is adhesive everywhere, so I'm good to go. All right, so now this is set. We have our first. Y'all, when I tell you this is gonna bling so nicely, silver crystal metalite blings like this. It blings like maybe brighter than any other stone. And I'm not just saying that because it's one of my favorite colors. I actually think that it blings like the brightest, brighter than Labrador, definitely brighter than crystal. The mixture, the combination of the silver and the crystal. Whoever thought of that did an amazing thing. I'm trying to see the color I want to place. Let me turn this around. You can't see? No worries, Jesse. Usually I know that you have my back. So it's okay. All right, so I don't know what color I want to use for the inside. So this one is an ombre, but I'm pretty sure I probably have an ombre one. Hey, Miss Gail, thank you for being here for 15 months. Thank you for being a member on this channel for 15 months. We totally appreciate it. Thank you. C10, that's 10. We need to call it T10 or 1010. All right, I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna do something a little. Well, I was gonna try to go like super colorful, but I think I'm just gonna go with violet volcano and magenta. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all know I like pinks and stuff, so I'm just gonna. I'm not gonna. I was gonna go change the colors and all of that. We're not gonna do that tonight. I'm just gonna do magenta. And then we're going to do violet volcano. And again, these are SS10. Where's the camera? I don't know where the camera is. Okay, there it is. So this is magenta. That magenta is, when I told you guys, magenta is one of my favorites. Hey, Chris. What did Chris say? Did y'all see Delonda found a house for me? She found a house for me. So this is magenta. Magenta is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Rose was one of my favorite pinks before. And still is one of my favorites. Rose is one of my favorites. But I love magenta. Love, love, love magenta. Hi Tammy, you too. Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. So occasionally what I have to do, like as it's going, I'll go over and make sure that the blade, when I check it, make sure that it's tight, make sure that the housing is tight in the carriage. I'll usually make sure stuff like that. And what I love about both machines, I can pause it. I guess you can pause any machine, but I can pause it. Like I don't even have to have Leonardo or StarCraft Create up and running right now. I can literally recut from the machine. So I just go reposition both of them and I just recut from the machine. Like after that first time and it cuts, you don't have to go through all the formalities. Yeah. And Miss Sharon, which machine you use? The Cricut? Let me know. Let me know. All right. The magenta is very, very pretty. I did have volcano chrome out to use too, but and we have daylight next week, Evie. Is that the first or no? Is that daylight next week? No, it's not. Daylight is in what, 2 weeks? I know I was thinking next week is daylight. I was thinking. So as y'all see this, I don't have many that are upside down over here. I do have one that's missing, but I'm just going to place that one in as opposed to trying to force one in with the brush. And then we're just going to brush the bottom with Violet Volcano. My kids' outfits came out so good. For those of you who, I think we were over on the other channel, but the outfits came out for their senior step up. They came out so good. They loved them. They loved them. But I don't know. I told them to keep me fired, but they said that they already hired me back. They already rehired me. Sounds like somebody I know. And I tried to stay fired, but they would have let me. All right, so we're done with this color. And then Violet Volcano is another color that I love. It's purple, but it's different shades of purple. It's not like a solid purple color. It's different shades of purple. Saturday is the first. Oh, 2 weeks till day and night. I should have called you today. I'm in a very, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm not in that good of a mood today. So I should have called you. I should have called you a Marywear. I didn't want to call you. I'm in Maryland. I'm in Maryland era. I don't want to bother anybody tonight. I don't know. I don't know how Maryland's like. Patrice, I was going to invite you, but I didn't bother you because you're so busy. Like Maryland, girl. You gotta call me. Like, Maryland, was today your last day? Are you done? Well, I know that was it the last day for the kids? Hey, Miss Becky. I should have. I really should have, Edie. Girl, this Jana. I can't. I don't want to live in the Jana no more. I don't want to live in the Jana. Mm-mm. Not. It's gonna be the Jana tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure of it. So all I'm doing now is kind of like feeling to make sure that there's no overlapping stones because Jesse's on his phone and he can't see it. So I have to actually pay attention now. And when you have overlapping rhinestones, you'll be able to feel them and move them out of the way. But you can't do it too harsh. You gotta kind of have like soft hands and just kind of move it like that. All right, so we're gonna do let's go driving home. But later, Jesse, drive safe, Jesse. Drive safe. Here, dear, I did not want to bother you. I did not. I will definitely text you guys what happened today. I had like quite a few situations that happened all in one day. They say when it rains, it pours. In this case, when it rains, we start to have hurricanes. So, I'm true. I'm just interested to see how this is going to come out with the silver crystal and just these two colors. I really intended on it being more colorful than this, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. And I'm going to like it. I'm gonna wear it. All right. So the purple, oh, I didn't even show you guys what it looks like up close and personal. Up close and personal. So this is Violet Volcano, and if you guys see, like, it's different shades of purple. Different shades of purple. I'll see that it's so pretty. This is a very, very pretty color. I love it. Oh, all right. Once I finish brushing this in, I'll start it back. The Romeo stopped already. And I can hear Miss Sharon Davenport saying, keep working and talking. I can hear her say that, or I can hear her type that. Because that's what she would say. Don't get distracted. But I needed this therapy. I called to get me a massage in the morning, and they were closed. So I hope in the morning when I call, they'll have some availability. I hope and pray. We had early release today. We rarely have like early release on a Friday. We had early release today, but we still had meetings that we had to go to. So the kids got to leave early, not us, which is fine. But honestly, I prefer the kids to be there. Right. I prefer it. Well, they've been, I don't know. So any teachers out there who teach like high school or middle school or even elementary, do you guys find like the last 2 weeks, like the kids are just off the chain? Do you find like the kids are just they're on like a whole different planet? Because we have been having like a lot of issues with the kids, like these past, like this week too was I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? What is going on? It's just, ugh. And the seniors too. I'm like, you guys are doing all this, and so they will like prevent them from not. They can't prevent them from graduating as long as they met their graduation requirements. But I'm like, you want to not participate in graduation because of your behavior? Like, what is going on? And your how do you think your family is gonna feel about that? So one of my kids made me so a lot of stuff happened today. One of my kids made me super duper upset today because I just kind of told him like, don't put that stress on your mom. Like you're putting a lot of stress on her. He literally just got out of a rehab center. She had a stroke and she was really fighting for her life. Like she was in the hospital in ICU, everything for a minute. And then she finally had to go to get rehab. She got rehab. Now she's out. She still doesn't have a lot of feeling in one of her sides. Like she can't move her arms, and things like that. Like different things. And I'm like, and then you want like the students fighting, and then not coming to school, not doing work for graduation. Like he needs to do work for some grad, like to make sure he graduates. And I'm like, you do realize like your mom having to worry about that, like that's causing her more stress. And you don't want to cause her stress. She just had a stroke, like a serious one. And he's like, oh, she's fine now. Nothing's wrong with her. And I'm like, I just saw your mother. Like, I just saw your mother last weekend. And he's just like, nothing's wrong with her. She's fine. What does me fighting or me doing this have to do with her? Y'all. No. Yeah. So not only did he get told off by me, because I'm like, you have to understand this. Not only did I tell him off, Terrell told him off too, and Terrell don't ever tell the kids off. He told them off too. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you don't understand that? Like, you're making her worry about you. So usually I'll handle like the stuff so that it doesn't have to go to her, especially since she's been, recovering. But I'm like, I don't know, kids are very interesting. I was so upset with him today. I really was. And I'm like, this mentality, you're about to graduate, you're about to be out of here, and this is the mentality that you have. Like, you need to fix that. You really need to fix that. Hey, Rosetta, Miss Becky. You know what? That could be a case. So we're gonna talk about it a little bit too. Oh, why did it make all that noise? I need to go check it. Hold on. It's Miss Karen, Buck Wild. Buck Wild. Wild in all caps. Yes. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you. Yes, Buck Wild. So Visionary Creations, I used Violet Volcano on the denim pocket that had purple stitching. My granddaughter loved it. She got lots of compliments from her tag team. Nice. Famous Crafty Creations. So, Miss Becky, I think that's a thing. I think that's really a thing. Hold on a second. I'm gonna start. Oh yeah. It might be fine. Let me pause it. I'm gonna pause it, but it shifted. I'm gonna stop it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna add a little bit of adjusting. So I'm stopping it. Should I stopped it too quick. I should have kept going. It would have been fine. It would have been fine. Or maybe it would have been fine. Maybe not. I think it would have been fine. Yeah. I should have kept going, but It's okay. It's okay. All right. So, like my show was saying, like, especially now since I have to stop and look, I'm just gonna make sure and check. And I do. I have flock dots coming out of the housing. So I'm just gonna look at the housing, maybe see if anything else comes out. And it feels nice and smooth now, but maybe not. There's a small hole. I'm just trying to feel. I am using the blade to do it. I do have a straight pin that I usually use to do it, but it's good now. I got it out. All right. About to get back started with blinging, but I need to. I don't even understand why it was still cutting right there. All right. And there we cut. And those are gonna come out. There we go. Give me a second, and it's gonna. I gotta make sure I stay on track. The heat press is on. I need to start this one back up. And this is the same thing. So this one has a little bit of the flock material around the blade. If you have like one of the aluminum balls, you can take it to kind of sharpen, make sure it's a little more sharpened. But I'm pretty fine with it. That should be fine. And then it's going to. But Miss Becky, I think that is the thing. I definitely think that the kids they start to get a little nervous about graduation and what's next. I have a student who has expressed that to me a few times, but she did exceptionally well throughout high school. But I don't know if I told you guys about my student whose mom passed away last year June, and I was so upset with her because I'm like, you need to tell me, like, if you need anything or whatever the case is, don't worry. And so she's like, well, who's gonna motivate me, to push me when I need help or anything? I'm like, well, the same people who are here. Like, you don't have to. Nobody's gonna leave you out there alone. Nobody's not like. You still have us, even after you graduate. And then she later was like, that made her feel so much better, and she knows that we'll be there for her, But I think that's the thing. But I tell them, like, you gotta get yourself together because you can't stay here. You gotta go. So we're gonna see. We're going to see. So the seniors' grades had to be turned in today. Like, we had to finalize all the senior grades today. So they're pretty much done, but they're supposed to come to school. Even though a lot of the seniors have already stopped coming to school, they're supposed to come to school until I think next week, maybe their last week. And I think graduation is the 3rd. If I remember correctly. I didn't plan on working graduation, so I'm just going as a proud teacher. This is the first time I'll be going as just a proud teacher and not a road marker too. Right. Oh, you guys can't even see that. Let me see, I'm missing something. Hey, my knee. Hey, Stacy. Stacy said yes. It's just the ninth graders coming in next year. It's gonna be like, whoa. Thank you, Dempsey Boo. I hope you're resting. You'll be scared, Mom. So congratulations. That's true, Karen D. That's true. He just wasn't verbalizing it, and like you said, he wasn't expressing it correctly because it almost came off a little bit, weird. Like I had to get him together about driving his mom's car because ever since she got sick, like he's been driving. He had a car before. He didn't take care of it, and then but now that mom has been sick, he's been driving her car because she can't. And I'm like, listen, you better not be recklessly driving her car. Like, but it could be that he's scared too. But I went to a teacher. So he was begging me to go to this teacher. One day he asked me to go to this teacher to talk to the teacher with him. And so by 12th grade, like I really work with the kids. Or like 12th grade isn't my group. 11th graders are my group. But I do have some 12th graders that refuse to leave me alone. And they still expect me to, help them. And if they come to me for help, I always tell whoever has them, like if they come to me for help, they're going to get help. Like I'm not going to turn them away. So if you're going to be upset with me every time one of your kids come to me to ask me for help, you're going to stress yourself out. Because if they come to me, I'm going to help them. So he came to me. He was still in his class, and this is maybe like 2 weeks ago. And he was just like, oh, can you go talk to such and such? And I'm like, sure. I said, well, why didn't you talk to them today? But I looked at his grades and his schedule, and I'm like, why didn't you talk to them today when you were there? I mean, because I was telling them, you are a young adult. You need to be able to troubleshoot your own problems. And he was like, oh, because I didn't go to his class today. You didn't go to his class today, but you want me to go and talk to him? Like, I'm not going to talk to him and you didn't go to this man's class today. Are you serious? I'm like, y'all do know. I don't know if it's a part where like I gotta work here. You don't. Like, I'm not about to be making enemies with my coworkers because you skipped his class and now you want me to go talk to him to fix your grade. Like that doesn't make any sense. So I refused to go at that point. I'm like, no, I'm not going. You better go and talk to him and make amends for whatever you did. Y'all. So this week, Monday or Tuesday, he comes to me, Miss Wilson, I need you, and this class could impact his GPA. I need you to go with me to this class. And I'm like, okay, did you talk to him from the last time? Did you talk to him from the last time? Oh, no, I didn't talk to him. And I'm like, why not? And I know that he's trying to go to college, like he got accepted into college and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna go. He's like, can you talk to him for me? I'm like, we're gonna go, but you're going to do all the talking. And then he just looked at me like, I'm like, no, you're gonna do all the talking. I'm not talking for you. You're gonna do all the talking. Because when you want to curse somebody out disrespectfully, not really the staff, but when he wants to be disrespectful, he knows how to be really well. So those same lips and tongues that you use to be disrespectful, you need to use it to be a little humble and ask for a favor. So no, I'm not doing it. So he was just like, okay, can you just go with me then? I was like, yeah, I'll go with you. We went, y'all. We went to the teacher and I'm like, go ahead, go talk. The teacher said, but I don't know who you are. Like, you've never been to my class before. Y'all, when I tell you, I just looked at him and he looked at me like, I wish I wouldn't have told her to come. because he got lectured after that. Now the teacher did, you know, the teacher did help him out. Like, even though he had not been to this man's class all quarter. Apparently, he had been doing the work. Like, he would find out from the kids what the work was. And I'm going to press this shirt, and then we're going to do the other shirt. He would find out what the work was, and he would go ahead and complete the assignments that were online. But he just didn't do any of the in-class stuff. But the teacher was like, I've never seen him in my, like, here at all. Like, he's never been to my class. And so he asked him why he didn't come, like, you know, why was he avoiding coming to the class? And so he told him that he was scared. He said he was scared to go to the class. And so he was like, why are you scared to come into my class? He was just like, he was scared. So I don't know if he was using that as an excuse or if he's actually scared. Because he be lying. So I don't know. All right, I'm going to come back over there. I'm just pressing my smoothie quick. And then we're going to have to hold it down. I don't know why it's not sticking down. I got to figure out why my heat press is not sticking down. Like when I press it, it was pressing fine at first, but then it stopped. But yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I don't even know why I even went, but I'm glad I went because he needs to get stuff together. But I'm like, you can't pull this in college. You cannot pull this in college. These kids are awesome. Yes, Miss Becky, he is. He is. He has an IEP. He does, but he doesn't even want to get help. Like if you tell him that he has if you start trying to go over like accommodations and stuff like that with him, he won't even listen. Like I literally used to have to call his mom when I didn't know him that well. I used to have to call his mom, and she was the only one, not dad, mom. She's the only one that could like get him together. But now that she's been sick, he has been off the chain. That's why I'm like, what you're not gonna do is stress her out even more. He did not play with his mom. All right. I think we're good here. I'm gonna go ahead and press this. Hey, Bertie. Miss Becky, when I tell you I have teachers who just don't like me because of the kids, I always tell them that. Like I have a few seniors that I'm like, there's so many teachers that just be like, oh no, they see me coming before they even say hi, they're shaking their head no. Like no, whatever you're coming to ask me, no. And then I have to pull out, well, they have an IEP where they given their accommodations. And then half the time I know that it's not like they weren't giving their accommodations. It was more so because they possibly, I missed the stone. Jesse, you didn't tell me I missed the stone. It's possibly because they just have a bad attitude. They don't want to. Like that's a strong possibility. So you guys see I'm missing a stone right here in the Y. I'm gonna have to. What did I do with the silver crystal, y'all? Here it is. I'm gonna take one and just place one right here before I put the. Oh no! You know what? I'm gonna have to do that last. We're gonna get ready and there it is. One is. Wow, Stacy. This is happening. And then you know what the problem is? Like the parents called then to start complaining. Oh, why is my child failing? Ma'am, did you not get all the notifications that your son or daughter was not in school at all? Did you not get the notifications? Like maybe you just didn't get the notifications. Like I like to give the parents the benefit of the doubt that maybe they were sending the kids to school and the kids just were going. But at the same time, we have a our automated attendance line. It calls and lets the parents know. Oh, yeah, this is really cute. It calls and lets the parents know, like if the child is missing, like if the child is missing school a lot, or if they, you know, their attendance. So I can even vouch for them with that. Okay, I'm gonna have to place one more on there. Thank you, Miss Gail. It looks really good. It really does. I'm gonna copy check. So I gotta hold it down. I don't know why it's not staying. I guess I don't really want it to pop up because it kind of pops up pretty heavy. Okay, we'll be back to undo this. And then I'm gonna do the God's favorite. Maybe. I feel like doing that. I'm gonna do it. We'll do God's favorite. I don't think I did it. If I did it, let me know, y'all. I don't think I did it yet. Just making sure I did the press on this. All right. Thank you, Robin S. All right, so let's see. Oh, that looks so pretty. Look, I told like that a silver crystal metalite blings so nicely. All right, so I'm gonna put this over here for now. We're going to do oh y'all, this looks so good. I'm gonna bring us over to the front camera. But there's one right here that I need to place that silver crystal on. I'm gonna take it over to the machine and do it at the machine. So I'm gonna grab one here and then I'm gonna move this over here for now. And then we'll come back. So I'm just grabbing one of the stones and I'm gonna place it directly onto the shirt and then we're gonna press it. Where's missing? This is gonna help me give it like my next final press. Of course, I place it with the adhesive onto the shirt, just directly onto the shirt like that. And I'm gonna show you how. Oh, I gotta figure out why it's not closing. I may have to bring my fancier studio back. All right, we're good to go. All right, I'm gonna show you what this looks like. I think I like these colors, y'all. I like how the colors came out. Of course, we're not getting that sparkle factor that we usually get in the other room, but I love how it came out. I think it looks really good. It came out really good. Let's look at it underneath the other camera. But it came out good. I love the colors of it. Let me see. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, everybody. So this actually looks really good. That magenta, look at the magenta. Look how nice and vibrant that magenta looks. Looks good. All right, so we're gonna move on. I love it. I love how it came out. Those colors were good. All right, so now we're gonna do one more shirt. And that's gonna be it. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. All right, we're good timing. So we'll do another one. I do feel a little bit better. So I know that I needed to come on and do something with y'all today because I just needed to. I did. All right, I'm just gonna leave these here, and then I'm gonna get. This is the next design that we have. That's God's favorite, and it's an ombre design. Let me get my shirt. All right, what color do we want to do, y'all? What color do we want to do? I'm really fond of the brass color. So let's do brass with maybe like a light topaz, brass, light topaz, and what color's gonna go good with that brass and light topaz? Light topaz and I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Brass. Let's go with a little bit of gold orange, AB. Topaz, gold orange, AB, and I'm probably like, now she's just throwing any colors together. now I'm just putting anything together. Oh, that's gonna work. I kind of feel like I'm just throwing everything together at this point. Maybe I should stop all in my head. I feel like I think I'm just putting anything that may possibly work. That's what I'm going with. I don't want it to make a mess. I don't know. I don't know what color I want to use, y'all. First one, I want to mix a little bit of brown with it. All right, we're gonna have, this is gonna be really really different, y'all. This is gonna be really different. Okay, so we're gonna use gold orange. Okay, let me see how much. All right, this is gonna be different. Let me get some water on this one because it's hot on that heat press. Sorry, y'all, I gotta give some water. Thank you, Stacy. Oh, Miss Becky with the parents. Yo, listen. Parents sometimes are a bit much. A bit much. I can usually deal with most parents. I just don't like the parents who are disrespectful, especially when like they're disrespectful with the kids there, because it's like what example are you setting for your kids? Because now they think that it's okay to be disrespectful. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Yeah, Rosie, it's a hot mess, and I'm a hot mess today. Whew. I'm super glad that I didn't cancel. I told Dempsey I was considering it, but I needed all the good vibes from you guys here tonight, so I'm really glad that I came on because I am feeling a lot better. Like I'm feeling better a little. So that is awesome. Awesome. But yeah, the parents when they're disrespectful in front of the kids, it's like, that's just not. I grew up with my mom telling me like the school better not call me about anything. Now these parents, at least the ones at my school, if the school calls about something, oh, they're coming out from the school. They're going to be showing out the parents. If a child is on their phone, like we don't want to take their phone. Like it's just, it is what it is. Parents will come out. You don't pay that phone bill, but ma'am, like why don't you just make them keep it home if they're not doing their work? If they're not doing their work with the phone or like, and the phone is a distraction, but. Mm-mm. pretty intense. Because nobody wants to deal with the parents, the kids start to get away with a whole bunch of stuff. What do you do? What do you do in these cases? Or their distraction to the class system. It's just a lot sometimes. I think that's where like there's a lot of people who's like leaving education because it's almost like you can't win. Almost like you can't win. But I do have to say that it's still rewarding for me. And you have some kids who really, really, really want that help. They really want to do well. But sometimes it does make me a little bit sad. The color I use now, I didn't show you guys, I'm going to show you guys in a minute. This is brass. It's one of the chrome stones, like how Orange Dorado and Labrador is, and rose gold. That's how this. And if you notice, I'm using a different brush than I used when I was working with the SS6. This design is the SS10, and this brush, I find that this brush works better with SS10 stones as opposed to a larger brush. At least for me, I like the larger brush for the SS6 one. Maryland, the phones are ridiculous at the schools. They can't get anything done. It's just too much. Parents don't want you touching their kids' phones. And it's just it's a lot. It's a lot. We have parents who don't act my school. My school is a different type of school. Our parents would come out and be ready to fight the teacher over something. So people are just like, yeah, no. Your child don't want to learn today? Okay, I'm not going to even force the issue. And it's not that the teachers don't want the kids to learn or they don't want, you know, them to do the right thing. It's just because what comes after it. Like me trying to force your child to learn, now that means you're coming out here, but you're not coming out here, you know, to assist in getting your child to do work. You're coming out here to be upset with me. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. Walking in. Yep. And I tried to tell that to a teacher, like, why do you even let them? Oh, I can't take the. But I get part of it, like why they don't want to do it. But it's true. It depends on it. Like, sometimes it depends on the teacher. Now I have a different group of kids that I'm schooling. They're a little different, but for the most part, it does depend. Like the teacher sets the rules, the ground rules of what's allowed, what's not allowed. It's so many times like a teacher, so you guys almost support the facilitator. So I always tell the teachers like I'm gonna have a behavior, like, but if it's a student that they know that I work with them if they do have certain parts of their disability that causes certain behaviors and things like that, they will call me. So I'm like, you gotta tell them no. One teacher, like, she'll let you use the phone if you've completed your work, and like some teachers though, like depending on how the technology is in the classroom, sometimes the teachers use the phone as technology, and it would be good ideally if the kids could separate the two. but it's hard for them. Mm-mm. And then they get upset with you when you tell them, no. I gotta place some stones here. Just a few over here on the side. Hi, Nikita. Yes, and that's the sad part. I'm telling you guys, like the parents, I think if they're like when you see like the students, what do I do with that pen, y'all? When you see the students who have parents who are supportive, you know that you see how they act. Like you have the kids that like, don't call my mom. Even my student who, acted like he didn't understand what I was saying about his mom. He would be like, no, don't call her. Please don't call. He's supposed to please don't call my mom. Like, no, 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 no. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do nowadays, that's kind of weird because you have kids now who will be like, oh, you wanna call my mom? Here she is. I called her already for you on the phone. Like, are you serious? And we have kids who go, oh, I already called her. You want to talk to my mom? You want to talk to my mom? Here she is. And my mom is ready to go off on you on the phone. Or they start making excuses for them. Either they're going to go off or they're going to make excuses. I usually prefer them to go off instead of make the excuses. But at that point, it's like, girl, it's you. You're the reason. I thought it was your son, but it's you. But you really cannot win. All right, let me see. And then I was at Taylor's graduation yesterday. They had a whole senior brawl. I'm like, y'all just don't get it, do you? All right, this is brass. So brass is a chrome stone, but if you look at it, it's like a very, very bright gold. Almost a little yellow, but not yellow. But it's like a very, very bright gold. When I show you Orem, you're gonna see that Orem is a little bit darker. It's a little bit darker. This is brass. Exactly. Mylene, that's how I don't think I ever had a teacher call the house. That mom did not play that teacher, and it wasn't like nowadays the teachers have to more so prove, even though like in some cases I don't see a major issue with a lot of the ways that things happen. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for my other transfer tape. I know I had more. I don't know what I did with it. And I don't really want to have to look for it. Let me cut another. I'm gonna cut a few strips. But the kids back then, my mom, if the teacher had to call my house, something was wrong. There was something wrong. She didn't want to hear anything that I had to say. Now, in some cases, you just have to know your kids. I would still tell them to let them vocalize what they need to say or express themselves. But at the same time, like you need to really be listening and making sure that your kids know like not to do certain things. Like you're mad at the school because your kid got into a fight at the school and now they're in trouble. And they started the fight, but it's the school's fault. That's crazy. Doesn't make sense. Look what I did. Now I gotta start over. I told you guys I was a little shaky today. I did tell y'all. I did warn y'all that I was shaky today. I did. Very, very shaky. I knew I was shaky. I should have stood up. I stood up before. I should have stood my happy self up. But no, guess what? I thought I was fine. I thought I wasn't shaky anymore. I'm shaky. as if. Luckily, it's not the whole thing. It's just going to be around here by the D. I'm going to be fine. All's fine. What do I do with brass? There it is. So yeah, back to our parents and our kids at these schools. So I'm putting more on there because if I try to brush that in like that, they're not going to fall into place. Or it may take me a little bit longer. But yeah, the parents, they just, I don't know. I know it's hard now, like raising a teenager, because even for Taylor, like it's different. The world is different now, and kids are different. Kids are not the same, and that's because a lot of things have changed. Kids are exposed to so much more nowadays that it's just like, oh, a lot of things that I wasn't exposed to before. Kids aren't as bashful for the most part, I think, in general, with a lot of subjects. Like they will talk about different subjects that you don't really want to hear about. So it's so different now. And they think they know everything because of social media. Social media has taught them everything. At least they think it has. That's what they think that they know. But we don't get a lot of support from our parents. Any of you guys in like a different situation, like in your school, you do get like a lot of support from your parents. In my school, we don't. Like I'll do IEPs. Like some of my parents don't show up for some of the IEPs. A lot of parents don't show up for the IEPs. It's like when you get a parent that shows up for an IEP, like I'm gonna keep them on the phone. I'm gonna keep them on the phone. If they're in the building, I'm gonna keep them in the building. If they go on Teams, I'm gonna keep them on Teams. Like, oh, let me tell you everything that's going on. Go over the IEP. But we have parents that don't listen. So I don't know. And let's see. They are exposed to a lot, Miss Becky. I better stand up this time so I don't have a situation again. Very good. So I used to have to stand up before because I could never lay down my transfer tape. If you guys were here when I first started, and even up until like months after I first started blinging, I had to stand up, and it gave me a lot of anxiety putting the transfer tape down. I have gotten a little bit better with it, but as y'all see, I still have my situations where it just doesn't work out. Feel for the IEP. Okay, Stacy, so you too. I don't understand why. They don't show up for the IEP meetings, but they definitely make sure they send in those state forms, the state disability forms that schools have to fill out. They don't come to the IEP meetings, but they make sure that they fill in like they send in the Medicaid and Medicare, what I think is Medicaid forms. They make sure they send that in. Never fails. If they don't come to the meeting, they don't answer any of the requests, the notifications, they don't answer any of that, but they're going to make sure, I gotta do the word thing, they're going to make sure that they I hope these colors come out good, y'all. This might look a hot mess. It might look a hot mess. But then I'm gonna go with gold orange at the top. And then don't take too long. And then they send the Medicaid forms and the disability forms. And these are forms that they get funds from our state or the government. But I think the federal government, these forms are for the federal government, and they get them. And don't be, they send at the last minute. They know how to pick up the phone and call you then. You better not call and tell them that the child is sick and sneezing all over the place. Don't call her that. They won't pick up the phone because they know that they sent them to school sick. But you call them, they send you those forms. Oh no, they are going to hunt you down for those forms. They know how to be available at that point. But anything discussing like the academic needs of their child, their goals. The one thing is that if you have a student, if you have a child with a disability, um, don't leave it up to the school to make the decisions. Like we're having a meeting, but the meeting is for parental input. If you have an advocate, if you have anybody that comes to the meeting with you, you can bring anybody you want to the meeting. That's for you to, if we say, okay, little Johnny needs to work on his phonetic awareness, and you're like, because you know your child, Johnny doesn't need to work on phonetic awareness. Like I think Johnny needs to work on whatever. You have that right to say that because you're a part of his team. But when you have like the school making all the decisions, I don't like it. I don't like when parents don't show up. I don't like it at all. Because I feel like you're letting us decide everything. And yeah, maybe I'm the one who wrote the IEP, but what if I don't like what if I miss something? You know a different side of your child than I know. So I value parental input, especially like if it's something where like services are being reduced. You need to know that the services are being reduced. Well, why are the services being reduced? Like, but it's and by the time they get to me, these kids are in high school, so I feel like the parents should, be a little more on top of things. But yeah, yeah. At my school, I can't speak for everybody else's schools because you guys may not experience that. But at my school, we don't have a lot of parental involvement. I find it very sad. Hey, Zelda Brown. Thank you, Jessica. Oh yes, they're called Michelle. Yes, they're calling me that. They, they are going to, but they don't answer the phone. They don't. For anything else, mm-mm, they won't. It's like, what do you say then? What do you do? Parent teacher conferences. Teachers set up these conferences. Parents don't show up, and it's like a lot of stuff can be prevented. At least, like if you know your child, like, Johnny's not doing his work in my classroom. Those conferences help. Well, mm, I know parents have lives. Parents have a lot of stuff that that they're doing and they have going on. I get all that. Take a few minutes, but just don't. It's one thing I tell y'all, like, make sure you are involved in every aspect of if your child has an IEP, whether they're getting evaluated for any type of services, whether it's a learning disability, cognitive disability, or whatever. Make sure that you are present and you have your say. The IEP is not for the schools, only the schools to create. It's for the parents too. I was telling my parents like, y'all know your kids better than me. Like you see a different side of them than I see, so you know. I'm with them for a few hours out of the day. And sometimes the kids come and they don't realize like high school is the real deal. So where we are, you can still get passed even if you don't like pass your test or anything like that. So you go from elementary, you go from kindergarten, well, you go from elementary to middle school, then you have high school. When you get to high school, like that's when everything really counts if you didn't take any high school classes in middle school. So the kids come thinking that they're just going to get passed through, and I have to always remind them it doesn't work like that. You got to earn these credits. High school, you have to earn your stuff. So, all right, we're done with this part. So this is like an ombre version. I use gold orange for this part, and I'm going to use topaz for the bottom. This might be the more. We're going to see how this is going to look. I don't know how this is going to look just yet. I'm not convinced right now that it's going to be looking good, but I kind of see what I want it to look like. Originally, I was going to put the gold orange at the bottom and have the topaz here at the top, but I want to use the orange dorado, and I don't want the orange dorado and the topaz to really clash. Oh, then maybe I should have put the gold orange at the bottom, huh? I probably should put the gold orange at the bottom. I'm gonna get another color now, y'all. This maybe I'll just do gold orange at the bottom too, because this is not gonna work out the way that I originally wanted to work out. Now that I think about, I should have put the gold orange at the bottom. Oh. Yeah, it was time for me to take a little break. Oh, Romeo stopped. I didn't even know Romeo had stopped. I'm gonna leave Romeo stop for now. I'll worry about I'll let Romeo be done. All right, I gotta stand up again. All right, standing up does something to me. My parents and children. Parents, grandparents club. So we do have a lot of grandparents, Angela, that are taking that have kids, that have the grandkids that are taking care of the grandkids. We have a lot at our school too. Oh yeah, I have not seen Kevin Miss Becky in a little minute. I think I saw him the other day on the Patrice L page though. I think I did see him come through the Patrice L page, if I recall. I think that's on there. I feel like they missed out. Yeah. Yeah, DJ, that's true. We have a lot, and we do. I gotta take one out. We do have a lot of young parents at our school. All right, so one of these, I gotta remove one because I don't know if you guys can see, but there is no. That's why it's important to look at the back of the designs just to make sure all have adhesive. This is 100% normal when using rhinestones because these are thousands of rhinestones or millions of rhinestones probably being coated. Millions of rhinestones being coated with the adhesive on the back. And so occasionally you're going to find one or two in your bunch that doesn't have adhesive on the back. So I definitely want to remove this because this is not going to stick to the shirt. I just need to remove that one. I'm just going to replace it with one with adhesive. I'm going to put this over here. And then the one that has adhesive is right here. I'm just going to put it right back in place. I'm going to move it up a little bit, but we just be fine. Right. So we're good. And I'm going to put this over here. I think that's going to go like that. And then we're going to brush in the topaz. But this is gold orange. You see it has like a little bit of gold, a little bit of orange. And I think it's gonna look good with light topaz. I'm not sure. I hope it looks good with light topaz, but we'll see. Hey, Delonda, did you get your chicken? Did you get some chicken, girl? Oh, this might be too gold. Like the gold orange and the brass might be so close to each other. I don't know how this is gonna look. What did you do? I didn't do anything with your first shirt. I didn't know that you had a first shirt tonight. I didn't know. I did not know. But now I know. When you know, you do better, right? So now I know. All right, so hopefully the topaz will look good. I think I still may go with the. I want to go with the Orm Dorado, but then again, I don't want to. So I might switch it and go play off of the gold orange at the top, and maybe do hyacinth or sun. Let me see which one, just to kind of play off of that gold orange, because I don't. I'm not really convinced that the Orm Dorado is really going to do what I want it to do within the design. I'm going to use gold orange. Okay, I better be over here bling and fast. Yolanda, you see me? I did that really quick. Yes, I did good for a change. It's going to take forever to brush those in. What time is it? 9:36? Okay, we should be done by 10. And I'm not even going to keep cutting anything. I'm going to go rest. And then I'll worry about cutting more tomorrow. But if my calculations are right, I should be done by early tomorrow with the rest of those. And Romeo is not going anymore. I might mess with this phone. Being too rough with the stone until I'm rushing. I think I'm missing two. You can see the template pretty clear. Oh, now Patrice is a mess. They all know that it's not me, Delonda. Everybody knows that it's not me. They know that. So, And the G, right? That one kind of. I might have blacked it out, Mary Bear, I think. Thank you for making sure your homegirl doesn't leave a stone behind. Thank you. No stone left behind. No child left behind. Delonda is no child left behind, if y'all didn't know. Right, so this is light topaz. It's still within like the brown goldish family. This is light topaz. The video with the child saying, "Listen, Linda," oh my goodness. That's where it came from. Because he was going to make sure that Linda heard him. Let me get hyacinth. I'm going to use hyacinth instead. Oh. We're about to have a little bit of spillage situation. On this side. Yes, Lynetta, sure. What's your question? If I can help you somebody will be able to help. All right, let me go ahead and stand up again because I don't need any situations. So that one was done too, but it's not done. Thanks, Mary Bear. All right, all right, all right. How about y'all in real close today? So I am reusing that KTM mask that I had earlier. And where's AJ been? Because you know AJ's the only person who really will complain about me using old pieces of KTM masks. Have you guys seen AJ lately? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to brush in favorite. Now, when I was cutting this favorite out, I cut the top part off too much when I put the bounding box on, but it's fine. It still looks like favorite, right? What cut settings do I use with Romeo? So I use, so for the past few days, I've been using a speed of 13, a force of 62, but it really depends on your blade, how new your blade is. That's what's most important. Like how new your blade is, because when I first started, I was using like a force of maybe like 39, 38, and it's increased quite a bit. So it depends on your blade. It depends on how much of the actual blade you have sticking out of the housing. All of that factors into it. So I would test it out and just see. You don't want it to cut through. Now, again, another thing is that when you're cutting with your Romeo, the cut settings will be different if you use a mat. So I'm not using a mat with any of the machines. That's why it's just going through. But if you're using a mat, your cut settings will be different than if you're using it as, matless. But for today, I'm using a force of 62 and a speed of 13. I would start with, in Lynetta, is it brand new? Your Romeo is brand new. So this is the thing, don't even start cutting a design. Start with cutting just something very small. So maybe get a heart that is rhinestones, like a small heart. You don't want to waste your flock, but you need to test the settings. So I would definitely do, I would test out a few settings. So start with the pressure of 38. You don't necessarily have to do a speed of 13. Do like a speed of at least 10 and see how that cuts it out. So start with your pressure 30, start with 38 and see how that goes. But a small design, nothing big, because you just need to test out your flock settings. But you want to have enough holes there so that, because of course a regular template is going to be thousands of holes. So you at least want to have like a good 20 holes that it's going to cut out continuously so you can see if it actually works. And then if that doesn't work, then you may, if you see where the blade is cutting the backing, you don't want it to cut the backing. So then if it's cutting the backing, you know that force is too much. It's too much pressure because it shouldn't cut the backing. Hopefully that was helpful in that. I'm sure everybody in the chat gave you some good advice too. I'm sure of it. All right. Yeah, we're gonna press this shirt and we're gonna be done. We're gonna be so done. I'm gonna get some rest because I'm going to be working all day tomorrow. And then don't forget, tomorrow night we have So Good weekend. It's gonna be a so good Saturday. And hopefully Delonda will behave tomorrow. I'm hoping. But you just never know what you're gonna get with her. You just never know. So you just gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared. You know. Just saying. Alright, so I'm gonna put now I don't like the orange, y'all. Now I don't like the hyacinth. But now I'm looking at it now and I don't like the hyacinth. No, it's not me, it's you. Deborah, I don't know if I have this listed on my site. It might be on the site. I'm gonna check and see. Honestly, I don't remember putting this up. I didn't put up Maryland's period code either, but it's coming. And then we shall see. But yeah. All right. It's a shame I have to stand up now and I don't know what the heck is going on with me. You press the one comfy chick Chiquita. I haven't that I've had that file for months. Like I have files, y'all, that I don't I haven't cut out, and I have it. I mean, like that chick series that I have a lot of chicks. Like a one comfy. I have a lot of chicks. But y'all remember that night Delonda called me one comfy chick because I had that patch jacket on, and she was like, "Oh, this chick is real comfy. She's one comfy chick." And I was like, "Oh, gotta make sure this is that." So that I am a comfy chick. I really am. So I have a lot, but I haven't put that one up yet, Chiquita. And it's an SS6, but I'm gonna check and see if I have it in SS10. I don't remember doing it in SS10. I gotta do another. Oh, this for the hyacinth. I have to remove one of the ones for the hyacinth. I don't know if you guys can see. Where is it? Right there in that E. What do I do with? Okay, here it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna check and see if I have it in SS10, and then I'll put it up. I'll share it in the group. If I do have it. Where's my there's my tweezers. I thought somebody moved them. Who was in here to move my tweezers? That just happened like 10 minutes ago. I'll be one moving chick. Not when I find my house there. You already found me a house. You found one. But I was trying to figure how did you find that house? Like who was looking? When did I say I was looking for a house? Like how did you just find it? He's like, how? You just cut a brand new 24-inch mat? Oh, Miss Sharon. Period. Who? All right, I'm gonna show y'all both of these when I finish the shirt. So I'm gonna just lint roll. So we're using another black shirt, and I'm lint rolling. Okay, you always want to lint roll. You always want to lint roll your shirts. That way, that gets anything that's underneath off. I don't know why I keep thinking that it's gonna stay down, but it doesn't stay down. I gotta see why. Angel, are you still here? Why does this thing keep popping up on me? All right, it's time for us to layer us a shirt. So now we're gonna layer, and you guys will see this is gonna be like an ombre. It's not gonna be. It is an ombre design, and so you guys will see how I generally layer them. Hopefully, I will be satisfied with it. Miss Nina Doyle Crafty. Oh, I have a brass that is not coated. I don't know if you guys can see it there. I didn't see that when I lifted it over first. It's Lena Doyle Crafting. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. Thank you. So, Lynetta, are you talking about designing for your bling? So, Caesar doesn't have a bling feature yet, a rhinestone feature. So, I design mostly inside of Silhouette Studio. I do have the rhinestone wizard, but I still design mostly inside of Silhouette Studio. And I actually love the rhinestone panel in Silhouette Studio. I love it. I think it's super easy to use once you learn it. It's super easy to use. All right. Let's get ready to press. And this is gonna go right here. I'm gonna just a little bit. Of course, I'm gonna use my hands. I'm gonna go 4 fingers down. I'm gonna bring it up just a little more. All right, I'm just making sure that it's straight. It looks straight. Sometimes when your transfer tape is like slanted or you cut it like that, sometimes you can't really tell. All right, so we're gonna press this on. I'm gonna be working all day tomorrow. At least I'll be able to do the So Good live and breathe a little bit. Goodness. I'm coming back to the table in a second. In a second. All right. All right, let's see. Jesse, you back? Jesse, you made it home? Hey, Eastu. Thank you for being here for the Bling. So Silhouette Studio, Lynetta. That brass is really pretty. The brass is really pretty. So Miss Eastu, I'm just blinging. I just did 2 bling shirts, nothing major. I kind of wanted a nice, like, kind of light evening, a little. So that's all. We're glad that you're here. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and start layering. All right, so all the cutters are done for the night. They'll get back up and running tomorrow. So I'm gonna just remember how I told y'all how the gold orange and the brass might clash a little bit. It might clash. It's kind of looking clashy. All right. So we have this layered, and I just want to make sure it's layered good. I'm feeling it, and it is, well, this is the first layer. So if you ever need to like adjust it, like if you pull the shirts like this, like that will fit it how you want it. All right. All right. So that gold orange, y'all, it looks, the gold orange matches the brass, like too good, like way too good. I don't know if that's not what I was actually going for, but that's what we got. And guess what? We're gonna stick with it because I've already pressed it on the shirt and I don't want to brush another color in. So it is what it is. So let's see. I think that the light topaz is gonna tone it down some. So let's hope that helps. Yo, this heat press is so hot. It's hot. I'm hot. Hey, SJ Brags. All right, let's see. I mean, it's bright. It's bright. Like really, really, really bright. All right, let's go ahead and layer. Now we're gonna get ready to layer the light topaz. And so when I layer the light topaz, what I'm trying to do is make sure that it's lined up with the stones on the outer edge. Like I'm not really worried about like the lineup on the inside, but I'm worried about like how the stones line up within like the edges. Okay. So that's what helps your ombre really look ombre and it doesn't break it up. Because if it's not together, the purpose of the ombre is for it to be a nice and smooth transition from one color to the next. And you see, like, let's say I go here now, that looks kind of chalky. So I know that I need to kind of slant this up a little bit, right? And then maybe move it over just a little bit and slant it because it should fit pretty good. But that's what I look at when I'm doing the ombre. Like I want it all to line up, but it doesn't look broken apart. And if you do that, then you'll get a nice even flow of the design. And then that ombre, you guys see how like the colors like actually does start to kind of transition into each other or blend into each other. So that's how I like to do it. All right, so I'm gonna press that. Okay, maybe the orange is gonna be too much for this shirt, but like it's not really gonna blend in with the colors because that gold orange does not have like a hyacinth shade to it. But we're gonna keep it like that because I'm getting a little tired. And it's almost 10 o'clock. That's why. So I don't want to keep you guys on too long. And I'm going to try to get some rest and get up early tomorrow to start working. All right. All right. Let's see. You okay? Oh. I think I like it. The child's medium shirt. Mylene, this one is kind of, I think it's like a little over 10 inches, but I can make it smaller. I saved the SVG because I did say that I was probably going to make it a little bit smaller. So, y'all, the transition of that gold orange with the light topaz, you can't even really tell. You can't really tell. Like, look at the transition. Do y'all see that? That's a good blend. That's like a really, really good blend. But if you guys notice how I was saying with lining up, you want to make sure that those edges are lined up with each other. Like the outer part of the letters. But that color looks good together. The gold orange with light topaz looks good. I think I'm missing a stone right here, but I'll figure that out later. Thank you, Jessie. All right. So let's add favorite. Thank you, Karen D and Miss Becky. So I don't like I'm gonna tell you guys this. I don't like the gold on. I don't like the hyacinth with it, but I'm going to stick with the hyacinth with it today. I'm not really a fan of the hyacinth with it, but I'm gonna keep it. So if you did like this design, it's supposed to be like a offset, like an empty offset around it. I could bring it up a little bit. But definitely the hyacinth. Maybe the Orm Dorado might have actually worked. Because that's what I wanted to use originally was the Orm Dorado. And I think that the Orm Dorado might have actually worked with this shirt. But it's fine. I like the hyacinth for now. It changes it up a bit. I may do it over again and use the Orm. Because that's what I originally wanted to use with it. But y'all, when I tell you this shirt is like really, really bright, it's really, really bright. Like really, 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 really bright. I'm gonna switch the camera, show y'all the two shirts, and we're about to be done. Because I just got so tired. But I feel really good. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I know I wasn't too lively tonight, but join us tomorrow night for So Good Saturday. We're going to be doing a little bit of applique with the Cricut. Oh, this actually does look good. I'm going to switch over. Oh, this does look good. I like it. I think I might have liked the Orm Dorado more, but you're not going to be the one scratching and surviving. Thank you, Miss Gill, for being here. Thank you, Miss Becky and Deborah. All right, so let's get ready to look at our shirts. All right, I'm going to remove this one. Remove. All right, I'm going to have a seat because... All right, so this is the one that I did earlier, One Crafty Chick. And I used Silver Crystal Metal Light for the outline of the word comfy. And then for the word one, I used magenta. And for the word chick, I used Violet Volcano. So I love how this came out. This is Delanda's first shirt. I don't think she told me to put this one inside of her box, so I can keep this one. And then this, this looks good, y'all. This actually looks good. So I used brass for the outline. So that was the outline. I used brass. For the top part of the word, I used gold orange AB. You told me to put this in the, I didn't see that. Oh, I didn't know. So for the top part of the word is gold orange, and the bottom is light topaz. And it's a blend like this. The blend is really, really nice. Like it's nice. And then for the word favorite, I used hyacinth. Okay, I gotta put both shirts. Hey, Greg. Thank you, Greg. All right, so both shirts. Okay. Because I just thought you said the first one. I didn't see about this one. So my apologies, because, girl, you know good help is hard to find. You know that. You know good help is hard to find. But it came out really good. I love how this came out with that light topaz and the gold orange. It should stay, Stacy, you're right. Stacy. Yeah, I gotta do better. I don't know where my head is. But I love it. I love how it came out. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Even the hyacinth, it's growing on me a little bit, but I really do wish I would have stuck it out and used the Orm Dorado, because I really want to see like a mixture of the Orm Dorado and the brass and how that would work together. So maybe I'll try to do something with Orm and the brass together and see how that works together. But that's what we have. Thank you, Judy and Chiquita. So if I don't have this on my site, I'll put it up. I don't think it is, or maybe it is. I don't know. I'll put it up. And then the one comfy chick, I'll check and see if I have it in SS10. I think I do. And then I'll put that up too. But I totally appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I did not want to be a Debbie Downer on here today. So I appreciate you guys for lifting my spirits up and for sharing in your time with me tonight. I do want to remind you guys to make sure that you remember to be kind to people. Be nice. You never know. You never know when it's going to be their last day. You never know when things are going to, like, they're just having a rough time. You never know. You never know. And sometimes something that seems small today doesn't seem big today, doesn't seem big tomorrow. It might be small. You might even forget it. So please remember to show kindness to people. Show love. Show a little bit of love. So every day is a day that the Lord has made. So remember to at least be, I know every day isn't perfect. Every day is not a great day. But just remember that if you are still here on today, that there is a reason why you are here. Like you still have purpose. And be kind and caring in that purpose. I love you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Don't forget that Delonda and I will be on tomorrow night for So Good Saturday. And we're going to be doing applique. We're going to be on this channel tomorrow night. And we look forward to seeing you and having an amazing time with you guys. You already know the regular lineup. Evie will be on Sunday, Angel on Monday. And then Tuesday, I think I'm going to be on Tuesday. Wednesday, Romeo Wednesday. Thursday, Mirror. And then Friday, we're going to be back to me. So I love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. And if I don't see you tomorrow night, if you're not here, then we'll see you next time. Love you.